Okay. How's everybody doing today? Go through all these. We wait on this to come back up. Charts opened at once. There we go. Okay, y'all. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I apologize for the late start. I'm going to go through all of the pairs in my portfolio. I'm going to start on a day chart for my swing traders and give my swing analysis on it. Then I'm going to switch to my lower time frame for my intraday traders and see kind of where market is going down for the upcoming London and New York. When I look at EU on the day chart, you actually see right here, which I got marked out, we got a head and shoulders pattern. If you look right here, we got the left shoulder. Then we have the head, which is extended up. Then you notice price came back down, came back up to make a right shoulder, exactly right here. I got my Fibonacci tool. I'll draw it again for you guys can see it. Got the Fibonacci tool drawn from swing high back down to relative swing low. You can notice our right shoulder landed directly on our 61.8. This is called extra confluence. We already got the head and shoulders pattern, which is letting us know this is a bearish reversal. And then we got price getting rejected from my 61.8. So I got short around in here for my swing trades. And you notice price came down and right now it's rising back up. So we'll switch to our day chart to see if we can get the intraday set up on it. We looking at it right now at the hour chart. We can kind of look and see what price is doing. I'm gonna get an arrow key right here and kind of show it out for you guys. You can see price came down from the uptrend to start a downtrend. Price made an initial move down. Price then rose back into structure. If you guys don't know too much about structure, you can look to your left. Price in the past will always give you structure. Some people call it, you can draw supply demand boxes. If we was to pull our Fibonacci retracement tool, I can pretty much guarantee that came and hit the 38.2 level before price terminated. And if you look right here, price did come up here and hit this 38.2. So what we could have did right here before price could have got there, we would have knew in here that this would have been a supply box, a supply zone. We can go ahead and stretch this on all the way out. Put it right there in that consolidation area right before it broke out. Currently, right now, this is where we are at in real-time price. Price did come right back down. I'm gonna show you the ebb and flows of the market. Once price rose in the structure, we got a break down here near the 120 with a 127 extension. Price terminated where we got a double bottom. We had divergence right here. For some of my counter trend traders would have looked to get long in this area. So what do we usually always expect? Price is never just gonna go straight up or straight down. So right now we've been getting a rise right back into structure. And price fail to make a higher high. So I'm looking for EU during London or New York to either come back down and retest this 1272 extension and make lower lows. Do anybody got any questions on EU before I go to my next pair? Okay. Next pair I'm gonna look at is GU. Actually I called this GU short on my Facebook page. You can go back to that Saturday. I said get shorter. Right here we had a break of this weekly candle. So what we got right here, we got a red trend line. It represents our weekly trend line. This black one represents my daily trend line I drew up. So first we had a double top formation. Price dropped, broke our daily, came back, retested. Then we had a break of our weekly trend line. And we see this black line right here. It says that one of my weekly key levels. This is a very strong key level. So right now we've been very bearish activity on this, but what we could do is draw out the Fibonacci tool on here, there. It's about the same level, and pretty much just wait on prices going back down. We can go back to our day trade times. Look for an intraday setup to see how we can get involved in this short if we are not already. You can see right now on our day trade times, we are on a huge downtrend where price came, rose, came right back down. As right now, price has came in, it is playing around between our 382 and our 50% Fibonacci level. I got my fibs drawn from swing high to swing low. And price is at a pivotal point right now. We got a good supply box we can draw right here from these candlesticks back in the past. Price is staying true to this right now. We had a double top formation formed right here at the supply box. And you see we got divergence also in our oscillator right here, which was a bearish tendency. And right now my moving averages is also about to cross, which is also another sign of indication to get short on this pair. So I'm looking for a GU to go short as well, along with EU for this upcoming London and New York. Price might push and make its way to the 61.8. I seriously doubt it. But if it do, you know, you will want to have your stops on this trade above the 100% level anyway. And our targets will be that first targets could be at the 0% level and target the 1272 and the 1618 extension. Any questions on this before I go to my next pair? Okay. Okay, y'all seen it the whole time? Okay. Okay. So let's go to the next pair. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's look at it. Start on my day trade time. We look at USD-CAD. This was a beautiful trade. I actually gave it out Sunday. I haven't touched it since. We started out the week down here off of this hammer. I told everybody to go long, and I still got my reasoning here. First, we had a rejection from this 61.8% Fibonacci level. I got my fibs drawn from swing low to swing high. You see, price came down here. Price was rejected away from the 61.8. We had a hammer candlestick, which is a bullish reversal candlestick. So this is when I actually told people to go long. And right now we are approaching my target ones, which is right here back in the structure. We got target twos right up here at my weekly key level. And then we got target threes all the way up here at our 1272 extension. If price do get up here to the 1272, I strongly believe it will make it to our next monthly key level, which is this next black line. As you can see, price got terminated at this monthly key level right here. So this is a great trade that I called out, you guys. Let's go to a look at it on our daily time frame. Look at our daily. It is on a actually I still got my fibs drawn out on here from earlier. You can see price already made it to this 1272 extension and got terminated. I would see we got a double top form right here. I'm pretty sure if I turn this on, we'll see divergence. And as you can see, we see big divergence in our oscillator, which is a telltale to get short if you are a counter trend trader. If you are not a counter trend trader, you know, you would be looking for something like this. Price to come back here to our 161.8, our destruction level right here. And I actually still got this drawn out for yesterday. It's still played out. So we'll be looking for price to kind of make its way back down here in the structure. Back to 61.8, and we'll get 8 points on this trade. I'm pretty sure if I start at my initial swing low, this will be at 38.22 as well. As you can see, the same area. So this is my PRZ, a safe PRZ to get long on this trade. Got a nice demand box right here. Look for price to come down. You know, and then that's when I'll be looking to get long for a trend continuation trade. Or you could just wait to get a break above its high, a break and close above its high, and then you can look to go long right there as well. Any questions on dollar CAD before I go to the next pair? Okay. Next pair we're gonna look at is Aussie dollar. This is another one of my favorite pairs that I analyzed this week and was telling people to go short. As you can see, I got my Fibonacci tool drawn from swing high back down to swing low. We had our price came back down to our 50% Fibonacci level, which is one of our minor levels. Touch this black line right here. It's actually quite beautiful. This is my weekly key level. We got a shooting star formation, a shooting star that formed directly off our weekly key level, and then price been dropping ever since. But if we was to draw our Fibonacci from our relative swing high back down to our relative swing low, you can see we already had a rejection in price right here at our 61.8 level. So right now I'm expecting for this trade to make on our day trade at least make lower lows down here and here. But for long term, like I said, eventually getting back down. Go look at it on our day trade, on day trade time. It being price being quite choppy. Look at day trade, we can take our Fibonacci tool. I draw it from swing high back down in here to swing low. Immediately, the first thing I see when I look to the left, I see a can somebody mute their screen, please? Okay, you see price, we got this supply box again. Take it from structure over here to the left, where price actually tried to come up here twice and passed it with these two big wicks. News caught this left, and I'm pretty sure we'll see divergence as well. You know, look at this little double top formation form. Can y'all see it now? Let me see. Can you see it now? Okay, not on the largest screen. Maybe your screen sharing is presented to everyone. Can you see it? Can y'all see it now? Hello? Okay, I'm gonna continue to go on with this webinar. It looks like it's just going to be me and her now, you guys. But right now, we are looking for price to come back into structure. If you are not already short, I'm currently short on this trade. We can take another Fibonacci from swing high back down to our relative swing low. And we can if you're not already involved in this short, you know, I will look to get involved in the short over here. We can take another box back from structure over here and get shorter running this area. But overall, I got a very short bias on AU. We can go to our next pair, which is NU. On our day trade times, we're in a bullish market. We had an engulfing candle to start the week, to letting people know that they could get short. And right now, price is rising back into structure. I have a short bias on NU as well. I'm actually involved in an NU short. See, we got price going from swing high to swing low. Right now, price is currently at this 61.8 level. We'll have to wait and see how it finishes. But we can go to our day trade times. Look at NU at a daily. It is right now playing around this level on this 61.8. We got our fibs drawn from swing high to swing low, and we are still here. So we really just have to wait and see how it acts. It does have bullish momentum right now. We'll see if it can pass this high of this wick. So until then, you know, we'll just have to wait to see and make a decision. We can go to our next pair, dollar yen. Dollar yen been very bearish as of lately. Very short. I would expect for price to break my monthly key level here and get down at least to our 1272 extension. We can go to our weekly time frame, kind of see a better picture. I can see price coming down to our 1272 and down to our 1618 before price eventually terminates for a long time, for a long swing trade. We can look at vol, see how we can get involved on our intraday setups. Let me delete that and tell everybody get short on it yesterday. We could kind of drop Fibonacci from swing high to swing low to this wick until price gets terminated. Let's see. It's very, very, man, news dropped it. You know, I wouldn't recommend getting short on this yet. I would wait for a retracement back up here to structure to at least the 382. But I could actually see it coming up to the 618. Maybe. But if we get a break and close above this week, we could definitely look to get short on that pair. Next pair I want to go over is EJ. I actually caught about 250 pips on EJ last week. You know, it's been very, very bearish market, just like UJ. I would have extended targets on this trade. I would expect this trade to come down into here. Come down at least to our 61.8% level. We got our fibs drawn from swing low to swing high. So this is my next destination where I see price coming before it terminates. We can look at it on our intraday chart. Very bearish market right now. Same thing as UJ. I would like to see price rise back into structure before I get involved in this. So I left a 38.2 kind of comes involved with this wick, but I would like to see price give some type of retracement back into here, you know, before we get short on this. Unless we get a lower close. See, let's go to our next chart. Let's look at dollar Swiss. Look at it from the daily. As of right now, dollar Swiss is giving us very bearish momentum. Price was rejected from the 61.8. Price didn't quite make our 78.6 at that level yet, though. Regarding to where price is right now, price is stuck inside of this box of consolidation. They've been consolidating for a while after we had this bullish engulfing pattern. So before we make a decision on dollar Swiss as far as the swing trade, I will wait to see a break and close either way of this box of consolidation to see where momentum really is going. We can switch and look at it at our intraday setup as well. Price did break through the demand box. It broke through this 61.8. So our next level for I will look for price to come to before I make a decision whether to get long or short will be right here. We have our next demand box down here, our next form of structure. And then we'll really have to make a decision. You know, it's very bearish at the moment, but I know for dollar CAD, I was you know, long. I want to get long on that, so it's the same thing applies for dollar Swiss. See, really just we'll have to make a decision once it gets to our demand box and see how it reacts to price. If we get a breaking close below, I will look to get short. We can go to our next pair. Look at euro pound. Euro pound is actually on its way to completing my cipher pattern, what you see here. If any of you guys is familiar with harmonics, it says a bearish cipher setting up. So this is my PRs. This is where I will be looking to get short on this trade at the completion of this pattern. Let me zoom out for you guys. This is where I will look to get short at. You will always have your stops above X. Here around the 113. For us to get our targets on this trade, you take your Fibonacci from your C leg to your D leg of the cipher pattern. First take profit in here at the 38.2. Second take profit can be at the 61.8. I will have pending set on that. I will look to get a little more bullish momentum to get it completed. We can go look at it on our day trade time on our intraday setup. I had this one drawn out yesterday as well when I went over it. Right now, price kind of been consolidating, a lot of up and down movement. I still expect for price to make a break. We can draw a trend line on this to kind of get a good indication. Draw a trend line from point A to point B. Get it right here. So I will look for a break and close above this trend line. And most importantly, I would like it to break its structure level right here. We get price to break its structure level right here. Definitely look to get long because we're already looking for it to get long on the swing trade to complete that bearish cipher. Let's go to another pair. So we're looking to see what AJ is doing. I know a lot of people like GJ, so I'll be sure to get to that as well. Right now, AJ is doing what the other yen pairs is doing, which is making lower lows. It's right here at our 0% level, actually. Get this off. That was divergence from yesterday. So right now, I'll wait for get a break and price close beneath our 0% before we look to get short. I would definitely look to get short if we can get price to rise back in the structure around here at our 38.2. We can go look at it on our intraday chart to see how we could get involved in this trade. This was a cipher from yesterday. This was a bearish cipher. It didn't quite make it to before we could enter. The price definitely made a good drop. Go back, draw my ebb and flows of the market back in. Price did come down. So as of now, you know, we did get a break and close above structure here. I will look for before I get involved in this trade, I will be looking for some type of price rise back into structure. I could even see it coming to this structure level right here, quite honestly. We can draw our fibs from swing high, relative swing high to swing low. And you can see our 38.2 level kind of comes right into here. So this is where I'll be, before I get involved in this trade, this is where I will be looking for price to come for a safe entry. You know, I am a trend continuation trader along with the harmonic. I'll go to our next pair in the portfolio, which is pound yen. Pound yen is actually, this is a beautiful trade that I called out for some time. You know, I remember the price was up here, people thought to get long. But as you can see, we got our initial swing high. We have an initial swing low. Then we got a price return, outside return. We got price broke down, broke this low. So we had a lower low and a lower close to give us a new swing low. Price came right back up. Couldn't get past this outside return, came down. Couldn't quite get past our outside return still. So we still in the bearish market. Then we had a big drop in the price at our 1272 where we are right now. Now I would definitely look for price to, before we get involved, look for some type of movement back up into structure. We can go look at it on our intraday chart to get a better look to see how we could get involved. I mean, so guys, price, if you know, if any of you guys know anything about Fibonacci, price came to our 1272 extension before it got terminated. It terminated exactly at our 1272 extension. So as you can see, I will be waiting for price to make a move back into here, back into structure. If I can delete this Fibonacci to kind of make it more clear. And I will draw my fibs from relative swing high, swing low. And what do you see in here? We got our 38.2. So this is an area where I would definitely be looking to get short at in the market for this trade, unless we get a break in the close beneath this wick. I'll go with a few more pairs. My initial team got disconnected from this call, so if any of you guys know anything about the dollar index, that's how I make some of my Forex decisions. We can look at pound Aussie before we get off. I know people like the pound Aussie. I do not swing trade pound Aussie though. It moves way too fast for me. So let's go look at it on the intraday setup. Still got it set up from yesterday. Price is actually, it came down to our 1272 right before price got terminated. So now we can just extend this. Let me delete this and redraw the fibs. Got good structure over here. Looking back and past from our 61.8. This is an area. One thing you can also notice about this, price has been making lower lows. Let me get my ellipse tool so I can point this out to you guys. wick here. You have a wick here, which is lower highs all throughout, lower, another lower high, and this is where we currently are at. So I'm definitely we might, GA moves a lot, so if we do get any more rise, I would not expect it to go higher than this from our 61.8, but I'm definitely looking for GA to make a break down our 0% onto our extensions. So that's all my pairs for tonight, you guys. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Like, share, comment, hit me up, let me know if you have any questions, and I hope everybody have a great night.